Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Woo-wee. What a day. What a day. Man, tell you what a week.
What a week is right. What a fucking week.
Jesus,
And
man.
you guys hustle into the airport. I'm thinking to myself, you guys call me and then we're 15 minutes away from the airport, and then 5 minutes later I hear Chad in the background say, "All right, we're 20 minutes out from the airport." I'm like, you're going the wrong way if you're 15 and now you're 20. I mean, what the hell's going on?
Dude, they threw me for a loop because I was sitting there going like, I know damn well that from where I catch the shuttle every time in St. Louis, where I catch that shuttle, it's like a 15-minute ride if the guy's super slow driving. But if he's not super slow, then I don't know where you're coming from with this 20-something minutes. What up, Stu? How's it going, brother?
What's up, Stu?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. So it's been a little bit of a stressful week. Not just because we're, Wayne Spencer Jr. Look what Wayne says. It's funny, man, because I don't know exactly where Wayne's coming from with that, but I can imagine because it seems like whenever we go to certain tournaments, we end up playing like Team Texas, or we end up playing Lone Star. You know, we're going all the way to St. Louis, and you just end up playing.
I think he's saying that because, and I think it was the last podcast or the one before that, whenever we were talking about Baltimore, we didn't get to play Mid-Atlantic, and I say that we always avoid each other. So I think he's saying that that I'm going to purposely put us head to head to start the tournament.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that laugh. You know the secrets. I don't know the secrets. Andy, yeah, morning, brother. Morning. We're Andy going through a loss in his family. So Andy, we got our prayers are with you, brother. Prayers are with you. Stu says, hopefully making it out to Texas. The fires might be keeping me here. Oh man. Yeah, I hope so, man. I know there's a lot of loss, a lot of things going on down there. So some tough times down there, man. And I know we've got John Irvin is in. It's in the mail. Stop blowing me up on PS.com.
Hey, I had to call him out. I mean, I didn't get the text about, hey, the check's in the mail until I called him out. I mean, it had to be done. It had to be done.
Yeah. So I know we've got some cool things. Hey, I'll tell you, I just, for those of you that have joined up early, I like to join up a little bit early, give people an opportunity to know that we're live. And one of the things I was going to, just kind of BS around about was this golf tournament. Man, I just flew up to Monahan's backyard and went over there and joined in with the Missouri Lawman golf tournament that they put on every year. And it's at the Missouri Bluffs. It's super beautiful out there. And Joe, we've got a couple of, hey, there you go. Check that out. Look at that big
fires
right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you notice, man, you got all those departments down below. Man, it was I'm telling you, this is a beautiful course. You ever get the opportunity to be there? What's it in? What county?
It's in St. Charles County.
County.
It butts up to St. Louis County.
Yeah. Moses, what's going on, brother? Joe, the enforcer. No joke. He is the enforcer. I've been working with him, man, and he does enforce some stuff. Elk Skirb. I always have fun. I think I pronounce it differently every time I see it. Anyone figure out what bar Stanislaus can take over?
I got you covered, Kyle. I got you covered.
We're working on it. We're trying to get some contacts over there. I've got a phone call. It's going to be going in soon to be able to do that. Hey, so we were talking about this tournament. And do me a favor, man. As you guys sign on, do me a favor. Just put what state you're from. I think it'd be really cool just to get the different states kind of checked in. Sometimes we have sponsors and people who are interested in coming in on the show. And it'd be kind of cool for them to see, what our reach is, and all the different states all around the country and sometimes out of the country. So I really would appreciate that. TJ Daniker, Stu, did you get your patch? Stu says, not yet. You get yours? Stu, I got yours when we show up there in Waxahachie. I got that. All right. Scooter Keys from Colorado. Thank you, brother, for tuning in. Thank you for doing that. And Stu from Cali, got some representation going on from Cali. Got a lot of representation from Cali coming our way. These guys are always backing us up, man.
I think there's 8 teams, I think, total from California.
Yeah. Got Virginia in the house. Very nice. TJ Daniker. And I'll tell you what, Joe, I'm going to show we got 25 people on right now. I'll give them a second to tune in. A lot of people are thinking 8 o'clock. Frank's joining us here soon, and we're going to have him come on. And let's see what up, Frank?
What's going on, Trini? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. I like that trophy in the background, son.
You like that? That's the NLLPA, man. Houston Heat had to go represent for Houston out there. So that's
all right. Yeah. Very nice, man. You I'm excited to be able to highlight, the Assist the Officer program that you're going to be here to talk about here in just a little while. So it's going to be cool, man. We're going to have you on here in just a second, but we're going to show some golf stuff for these people real quick. So we'll bring you back on here soon. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some popcorn. We'll see you here in shortly.
All righty. That sounds good.
Yeah, man. So, well, you know what, Frank? Hell with it, dude. You join you're here early. You hang out with us, man.
Okay,
so,
sounds good.
All right. So let's see. We got Lou Velasquez. Oh, hold on. Let's take that down. Chad's not here yet. Deanna, we want to make sure Chad gets that recognition.
Yeah, where's Chad at, man?
I don't know. He drives these kids, so he has to stay off the phone. Lou says, "What's up, boys from Cali?" We got Kurt Schultz from Iowa in right now. What's up, Kurt? Iowa, that's what I'm talking about. I think it's the Hawkeyes, right? Iowa Hawkeye. Yeah. Let's see here. D. Rodriguez, what's up, fellas? Always looking forward to the podcast. D. Rod from Tampa, Florida. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for supporting. We got Greg Rogers. Hey, guys, going to miss you guys next week. Yeah, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one with this whole thing that's going on, but I'm really happy that we got those 31 teams that said they'd come through and were able to make it. And some of them that couldn't, they tried, and we know it. So thank you, guys. I know we've got John Irvin from Jersey. That's what I'm talking about. Doreen S. Thin Blue Line, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. I do want to go there. Although I've been to Dallas. I'm an old Dallas Cowboy fan. So Pittsburgh, these guys. Let's see. Donald Morgan. Got you from Michigan. What's going on, brother? Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? If y'all love golf, check this out, man. We went to Missouri. We'll show one of the neat. You know what we'll do? We'll show a video real quick. How about that? Let's show a video, Joe. These guys know what they're talking about. All right. So we'll try this again because last time I was standing up and it didn't work so well. That was really as bad as I hit it on the first shot. What am I talking about? I'm talking about an opportunity to help out our organization, Shields for Kids, and to be able to have fun while doing it. That's not it. All right. So you got a little preview. But we're talking about Joe's golf tournament. Joe's golf tournament. So that's what we're talking about before. But you know what? There you go. It's a 2-person operation. It's me and Deanna.
Well, you sit there on your back deck and you hit golf balls in your neighbors' houses. What are you doing over there, man?
Hey, I'm not that good. I'm not good enough to hit my neighbor's house. It's a long drive. Check this.
I forgot you got an 80-acre ranch.
Oh, man. Well, we had a video. I thought I had sent it, but I guess not. How about pictures? How about we show some pictures? Let's see. Oh, there's Chad right there. Now, look at that. Look at that hand. Look at the hand on the look at that foregrip right there. There's 2 fingers. Nice. Great form, Chad.
How far and straight did that ball go?
I think it went pretty good, man. It went, that's an AR-15. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it, but it's an AR-15 golf ball launcher. Pretty cool thing at a golf tournament to have. And so it was fun, man. It was one of the neat, fundraising activities that they had there. Do we have another picture, Deanna? Mm-hmm.
That was towards the end. That was at the end, actually. That was, it's a good picture. A lot of Missouri lawmen in that picture. You got a Hall of Famer to your right. Yeah,
Joe
Custer.
Don't talk about Chad will think you're talking about him. So I'm glad you clarified that.
That's why I say you're right.
Hey, it's a great tournament. I thought we had a video, but I don't know. I guess. Hey, Dan, if I send it to you, what time we got? 7:55. If I send it to you, you can give it. All right, let me see what I can do here. Hey, who do we got? Let's bring up who else is signing on, Deanna, if you don't mind. We think D. Rodriguez from Houston Heat. Let's see what we got. Can you read it out, Joe?
Houston Heat, great bunch of guys. Played them in Vegas, Center Mass.
Center Mass is a great team. I think we played them a couple years in a row now, and they always give us a good run for our money.
Mario says, I'm playing some league ball right now and got this outstanding police softball podcast playing on my bat bag in the dugout. Agent 23 loves Trini and Brother Joe. I appreciate that, Mario.
Yeah, very cool, Mario. Damn, that guy plays some ball. He plays quite a bit of ball, but all for good causes, man. Different teams, but all for great causes, man. Thanks for tuning in, Mario.
Hey, Dan, did you ever figure – Dan Potter just said 31 teams. That's awesome. Dan, did you ever figure out what day you're coming in town? I don't know if he said he might make it in Monday, maybe Tuesday, so I was just curious. Greg says that's awesome. 31 teams, great job, fellas. Yeah, we were hoping for somewhere between 24 and 36. We thought that'd be a successful tournament, and 31 teams right smack in the middle of those numbers. And I'd say kind of a last minute, people changing flights and changing their plans, getting extra days off of work. That's a pretty good number.
Unbelievable, man. What great support. And that's what we love, man. This game that we love, the camaraderie, hanging out with everybody that we, like-minded people, man. That's what makes us so great. Let's see here. Johnny Bake. Got the Maryland Outlaws. And then, my wife. She says, what are you holding, honey? Take it easy. It's a surprise. I got a little something right here. I'll be showing it here in just a little bit, but thank you for that teaser, baby. All right, let's see here. See, Deanna, can you have it yet? Nope, that's all right. Let's see.
Trini, don't even sweat it, man.
Yeah, we got it.
Sweat it, man.
Yeah, we got it. We're all right. All right, so we got Jim Smith. Yeah, I sent it. Great job, man. Can't wait until next week. Those guys are on fire too. It's gonna be a good one. Big Ruben Ruiz, SynCal Connection logged in. That's what I'm talking about. I like their uniforms, man. In that picture, that black and lime green, that's my Biotex colors right there. Let me see here. Can you take it over, Joe?
Oh.
Let's see here. Dan Potter.
Dan's coming in Tuesday. Good to hear.
It's not the same without Dan, man. Any kind of big law enforcement tournament, I tell him that all the time. That's why I was really happy he had that little bat raffle. I say little, but I'll tell you what, his bat raffles, they sell out, but it's not the bats, man. It's Dan, He's the one that has the support, and when he has a bat raffle, we're always in it. So, Lyle Reyes, what's up, fellas? What's up, Lyle?
Wow.
And he says, Dan, does the beer foam get stuck in the stash? Ooh, Deanna, I think you've got it now. Nope, you don't. Let me see here if I can do that. Then let's see here. Jay Montour. Want to thank you, gentlemen, for putting this on. I know the Cali teams for sure appreciate it. I hope this small town is ready for the degenerates. They might not have us back, man. I know that the firemen keep getting invited back, but I don't think those dudes party like us. So it's going to be interesting. Hey, let's see here. So you're the pitcher, Frank, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been pitching, man?
Oh, man. I think we've been around, 3 years? So maybe 2 years.
You've only been pitching 2 years?
2 years. I started out maybe as a middle infielder and an outfielder. And then we didn't have a pitcher. So I said, hey, let me go ahead and step up.
Yeah. I hear that story more times I hear that story more times than I don't. There's not a lot of people who just started pitching and that's all they did. It seems like you morph into that position through the team needs. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, pretty much. When you consider yourself the young guy, and then you start a team, and you realize you're not the young guy anymore. You gotta find your place at the table. You know.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Joe pitches.
I hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe pitches. He's a
Out of
tall pitcher
necessity.
too. I don't know if Joe can you get down below your knees if they hit a shot, or you just try to
I
kick
just
it?
let it hit off my shin guards, man.
Hey, shin guards are good. I mean, the
Hell
problem
yeah,
I
they
had
are.
this year was forearms.
100%.
Yeah.
I got hit twice last week. Not last week, and the weekend before. I got hit 3 times. And not one of them was in my shin guard, or I got hit right in my elbow, my on my right arm, and then I got hit my leg right above the shin guard.
Oh,
They were hitting some missiles, man.
the
They
first
blamed
year,
it on my pitching, of course, that I was pitching too low and fast, but
pitching outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first year I went out there, I got drilled right above the knee, and that's when I started wearing shin guards. And this year we had a tournament in March, and I took one right off the forearm and broke it in half. I was out for at least 6 months.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's no joke. I was when I was in the Air Force, I played baseball, and I saw a dude much like Joe, like Jerry. Man, freaking took a shot up the middle and just everything, man. Freaking on the ground and just teeth were gone, everything. So I give you guys a lot of credit, man. It's crazy what you guys do. Oh, Deanna, yeah, let's go. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Deanna, I'll tell you what we'll do. All right, so we got Jason. Throw Jason in there. Shin guards work, but it still hurts. That's for sure. Terry Dugan says, Chuck and Duck Sunday League Spinners Senior Ball. Pad up like the Pillsbury Doughboy. I agree, Stu. Shin guards and masks are a must. When I first saw this one pitcher show up like that, I heard people talking noise, but they were never been on the mound, man.
Ball comes quick.
Yeah.
I remember we were playing up in New York against NYPD Blue at their tournament, and KD was pitching for us, and he had a missile hit right off his shin, sounded like it hit a bat, and that thing, it was absolutely disgusting. I'll never not wear shin guards on the mound.
That's cold-blooded there, Joe. You must have seen that golf video I posted of you. All right, Frank, we'll have you back on here in a little bit, talk about the assist the officer, along with we're going to be talking about shields your kids, so we'll get right back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, man. So, all right, let's see here. We got some New York checking in the house. What I'm talking about. Way to check in. All right, boys. Well, I think we are just about ready to start this show. We got an action pack. That's what I'm talking about. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Jason knows what I'm talking about. Rick's a local cool dude who umps a lot of our tournaments out there. He's asking, who's winning next tournament, Trini? Well, I'd like to think that the SA Law boys got themselves a little chance, but man, we've got serious top teams, Rick. These are the best in the nation when it comes to police softball, and Rick is a badass umpire, so he can appreciate, what's going on out there. And also, thanks for tuning in, Rick. Yeah, I'm high into the sun. You're right. Here we go, ready to meet our thunder. You ready, Joe?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, I was just writing some things down. Writing a few thoughts down.
Joe Monahan, it is time. Let's make this happen. Thanks for joining us, boys. Let's get this show on the road. Got a lot coming your way. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm so confused with the dates, but it's October the 1st. October the 1st. That's right. Here we go. We are in the month of Premier Softball. I am your host, Trini Trinidad, and this is my boy, Joe Monahan. And we are here with the Police Softball Podcast. Just to give you a little heads up on who I am. As a person, retired from the Air Force, got out, became a policeman, been at that for 23 years, retired recently. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor, franchise business owner with a business called Biotex, one of our sponsors. And I'm a nonprofit founder of our organization, Shields for Kids, which we'll get to in just a little bit. When it comes to police softball. So I'm the coach of our San Antonio Law men's competitive softball team. Won a couple of titles, Chevy Wright Sportsman of the Year, Pat Hill Inspiration Award winner, TPAF, which is the Texas Police Athletic Federation Hall of Fame, and PS.com Hall of Famer. My partner, Joe Monahan, he is the coach of the Missouri Lawmen. He is my friend first. He is the director of the Show Me Classic. It takes place in St. Louis. He is the Louisville Sluggers Masters Division coach. He is the East Conference Manager of the Year, and he is a Texas Showdown Home Run Derby champion. Joe, thank you so much, not only for being here tonight, but for all the freaking work you've been putting in, man. Thank you so much for doing that.
No problem, man. You've been putting a lot of work in yourself too. So,
and I'm going to bring on somebody who deserves some recognition right now. That is Deanna. Deanna, come on, girl. This is Deanna Ramirez. All right, Ramirez, however you want to. I got it. But with Deanna, I want you guys to know that when this doesn't happen without this woman right here. Of course, there are a lot of people. Carly's helped us out throughout the year to put this podcast on. And a lot of people come into play. Moses comes into play, helps us out whenever we get that chance. So, there's a lot of people to thank for what's going on. But these two right here are, when you see them at that tournament, much like we enjoy getting told, that people appreciate our service, please let them know how much you appreciate them, because they have kicked butt and it's been nonstop. And Joe just put on a golf tournament. So he was doing all of that, plus helping us out with all of this. So I can't thank you guys enough. Deanna, thank you so much. Can you please let everyone know why is it that you're doing what you do?
Yeah, so I've always just really liked helping people, and I feel like this has been something that I've kind of grown into, and I've been able to meet a lot of really awesome people and really just develop a lot of skills outside of what the skill set that I already had before. So I do it because I enjoy being around all of you guys, and also it's a way for me to give back to you guys in the way that you guys serve every single day, and you would give your life for the community that you serve. So it's a cool way for me to give back and to be able to help and to kind of show you guys my appreciation for what y'all do every day.
I'll tell you what, Deanna has really grown into this position. Like, she wears so many hats, didn't plan on it, but I'm giving her this time because she deserves it. Deanna, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you. Can't happen without you. All right, let's make this go. Let's get this going. All right, so who do we got here? Join us. We talked about a few boys. Shane, my golfing buddy, just got here, boys. We have some good pictures. I've got something coming up, and we'll highlight Shane on some of that stuff. Dust Loft. SinCal coming in hot for Texas. Let's go. Good news is it's not hot here. Not like it was last time y'all came down. So
yeah, the weather looks to be pretty nice. Looks like it's going to be sunny and low 80s all week, so that'd be nice.
Yeah. Got a lot of people. Got DeMarcus Turner tuning in. What's up, DeMarcus? All right, so we got a lot of things going on for you today. We've got the final schedule announcement for where you're going to be playing in the pool play. We've got a tournament shirt reveal. We've got the charitable organizations that are going to benefit from the entry fees going into this tournament. And then we also have a little bit of a highlight on a few of the raffle type things that are going to be going on. So you're going to want to definitely make sure you bring a little extra money, man. Take a little loan out if you need to. It's all right. You're doing it for a good cause. Most important is we've got a special guest in the Swami with the Swami predictions. And I'm real excited about that, man. Nobody knows, this circuit as well as Jeff Blair. And so to have him coming on with his special guest, the Swami, it's going to be a pretty neat thing. So we're looking forward to it. We're going to get to it right now. Let's start this off. All right. So what do we got first, Deanna? We're going to go with our video. Oh, okay. So, hey, what we got is the Facebook video, Deanna. You want to do that, or are we going to hold on to that? All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to help us out. So I want to show you something about something that we got going on with the Keepers of the Peace conference. And this is a conference that's going to benefit a bunch of first responders. And what I want to do is, which video is it real quick, Deanna? Let's see which one we got. Yeah. But we're going to bring that video up. Let's just go ahead and play it. We'll go ahead and play it. I'll explain it to you afterwards. And this is going to be the introduction to our tribute. Yeah, sure. So I've got a Facebook page. It's coming out. This Facebook page is going to highlight a bunch of really cool things that I've got going on. I got some neat programming that's going to take place. And the thing I do with my personal brand is I turn my struggles into a gift for others through business, cancer, and research and service. And so, that all being said, I'll show this little intro video. It's about to take place, and I'm going to ask you guys to please go to my new Facebook page and like it. We'll run this quick video. Yep. So that's it. That's the intro to my new Facebook page. And I'll tell you, my goal is, again, to bring as much value as I possibly can through somebody who's walked in your shoes. I've had a lot of struggles, a lot of different things that have gone on in my life. And I feel like through my personal experiences, I'm going to be able to help a lot of people. And I'm excited to be able to share. So please do me the favor, head to my my new channel there. That's what it'll look like. I've got a personal page that's getting ready to go private. Really would like for you to go to my business page there, I guess what you call it, and like that new business page, man. I really would appreciate that. All right. So that being said, that leads us into our Keepers of the Peace. The reason why we're calling this the Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championships. The reason that is because we have a conference that's going to be taking place April the 12th through the 14th here in San Antonio, Texas. This is for 1,000 first responders. It is a badass conference with badass breakout sessions. You're going to be able to find out a lot about that there at the tournament. But Keepers of the Peace First Responders Conference is unlike anything you've ever been to before in a conference. And I promise you, when you show up to this conference, you're going to see such a variety of topics. I mean, I'm telling you, you've never seen it before in any type of first responders conference. So I can get into that later, but what I will tell you is at the tournament, we will be offering a 50% discount on tickets. It's the only time you're going to be able to get 50% off these tickets. After that, it's not happening again. So please consider visiting our website. Take a look at this conference. You'll tell if you don't know me or any of the events that I put on, you'll know that it's more than just what you think you're going to get. You're going to get a show. It's going to be worth your money. So I promise you will not regret this, and I promise you will not walk out the same way you walked in. Our ultimate goal is to be able to save some lives, and we're going to have some really cool subject matters that I think are going to help first responders think outside of their own way of thinking to be able to handle some of the challenges that come our way, as first responders, along with just in regular life. So looking forward to sharing more about that later on. But again, you'll find out at the conference. So, all right. So getting into some of this tournament stuff, Joe, I think one of the things I'd like to talk about is we did talk about it being bat provided. So we did talk about the bats. I don't know if we still have that picture up of the bats that we're going to be using. A lot of people haven't tuned in before. They're tuning in for the first time. These are going to be the bats that are going to be out on the field. And we're talking about Los Vega with Elite Sports that came through and said, man, not only am I going to honor, the El Presidente, Dale, but we're also going to be using these bats. We're going to be giving you these bats to be able to use on the field. So, man, really excited about that, Los. Can't thank you enough for all that you're doing for us in that area. And Joe, you got something else about a set of bats we're going to be using. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was able to get in touch with Mike Romas. He's director of sales with Mike and Worth, and he sent us some bats, some Mike and Freak 30s. So in addition to the Onyx, there's going to be at least one Mike and Freak 30 on every field for another option if people want that.
Yep, very good. So now you know the bats. It's no secret. Get out there and start hitting them if you want to. But I'll tell you what. So that was one cool thing about that. One other thing we've got is we're going to do a little bit of a shirt reveal. So a lot of times you have to get to the tournament to find out what the shirts are going to look like. But Dan McIntyre, Dynamac, was able to get me a shirt printed quicker than normal. And because remember, this has been about 30 days of putting this thing on. So just so you know, check this video out and then check out what the final version of the shirt is. Yeah, check this out. This is your Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championship shirt. We're going to zoom in on that front chest so you can check it out. Pretty cool Spartan mask. We're representing the fire, police, military, and all of those that fall in between. So that's going to be that front pocket. We're going to go to the back of the shirt, and that's what the back of that shirt looks like, man. I think that's badass to me. That's a cool shirt, man. That's
one of the best, probably one of the best shirts I've seen Dan make. And Dan's made a lot of great shirts.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the reason that we picked that is because I wanted to be able to emphasize in the K. We can put that back up, poor favor. We wanted to emphasize in the K for that Keepers of the Peace because you'll see that Spartan, helmet, and he's got that hair, the hair dress on top, and that's going to be in our logos and everything that we do. And so we thought this was the best picture also to be able to highlight, man, there's a lot of sacrifices made. You look at all those teams and you think about all the sacrifices made out there, in particular in law enforcement with these teams, but first responders in general. So badass job, Dan. Very excited about this shirt. I'm going to tell you, we've printed a few, but I would not wait. And if there's somebody that, is interested in order maybe multiple shirts, you might want to leave a little message so Dan will see that. And but I think it's one of a kind. But that's kind of the theme of even what our Keepers of the Peace conference. That's the kind of shirts or kind of swag like we're talking about with Andy. That's kind of stuff you're going to be able to get there. So that's what I'm talking about. Ray, what's up, son? Yeah, man. So Dan Potter, back of the shirt is awesome with the American flag. That's right. A lot of pride in our service to our country and to our community. So I don't know if anyone's noticed or not, but I got my thin blue line flag up. I love that, man. I couldn't wait to get it in. So yeah, I'm excited about that shirt, man. So great job, Dan. And we're going to have those shirts there. Make sure you get them quickly. Now we're going to go on to one more little thing that I was going to wait till a little bit later, but I'm going to go ahead since we're talking about the swag right now before the Swami comes on, before Frank comes on with Houston Heat. Check this out, man. This is going to be in very limited supply. We are trying to raise money for Shields for Kids when it comes to raffle items, and a few of the items that are there again, Assist the Officer and Shields for Kids will get their split of the entry fees. But when it comes to certain raffles, this is one of the raffle items you're going to have an opportunity to get there. It's a Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championship Cup. Pretty sweet. And it's got all the sponsors on the back. So I think that's a pretty
What are
legit.
those going for, Trini?
Well, I'm not too sure yet. All I can tell you is that I've already got mine personalized.
Ice water inside?
Oh, of course. And so I'll tell you what, man. I'm serious when I say we really do make something neat out of this tournament. So that's going to be cool. Limited numbers, very limited numbers on those cups. So let me get back to the comments. If you're interested in those cups, you want to get one of those things, man, send us a little message in here. So that way we get kind of a feel for who might be interested in those cups, because it's going to be very limited on the amounts that'll be there. All right. So I'm really excited about that stuff, man. Let's see. One of the things we want to do now is we're going to go talk about the charities. So we talked about both charities, the Shields for Kids and the Assist the Officer, but we're going to highlight the Assist the Officer organization right now. And we can throw up their banner, and then that is the Assist the Officer, and nobody better to come in here and talk about it than Frank Medina. Frank, thank you for joining us, brother.
Hey, no problem, Trini. Thank you for having me. And I would just want to thank you and Joe for all the hard work you did getting this tournament together. I know it was last minute. I know it took a lot of sleepless nights. And hey, on behalf of all the teams that are attending, I really want to say thanks, guys.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it does. It's like I tell everybody, man, even coming from your peers, when somebody recognizes something that you do and they're one of your peers, man, that's one of the best compliments. And we've heard a lot of it. And I'll tell you, it does take a lot to do it. But once we get there in Waxahachie, we are going to have a great time, and it's all going to be worth it. So, yep. Cool. Yeah, man. So Assist the Officer, tell us about it. Well, first off, let's highlight Frank. Frank's got a little picture here of this man. He plays the dangerous position. Look at that dude. Yeah, man. It's a picture for Houston Heat. Tell us about Houston Heat, man.
Oh, man, Houston Heat's a new up-and-coming team. We did really well last year. We finished top 5 out of the gold division. We lost to the Degenerates coming out of the losers bracket. I think we got a really bright future. We got a lot of young guys. They're really hungry. And we're really disappointed we didn't get to go to Vegas here, because we felt like we're going to walk away possibly with the gold. I mean, if you don't feel like that, why are you even going?
You're exactly right.
We're excited, and we're excited to get into Waxahachie. We want to make a name for ourselves, man. You guys have been here for a long time, and all we're trying to do is be considered. That's it,
Cool. And
I'm
happy.
What's up with that helmet? That the custom helmet there that you had made?
Yeah, man. One of the guys here in Houston, his name's Eddie B. If you check him out on Instagram at Eddie B Customs, man, he did complete airbrush of I don't wear the cleats because we play on turf, but he did my cleats and my helmet match in his state of Texas. It's fire, man. That guy does great work.
That looks awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know you're here. Clemente Reyna, told us about, the assisting officer, and in particular about the work that you do, man. So do me a favor and tell us about the assisting officer, please.
Okay. First, thank you. Appreciate that. First and foremost, man, the assisting officer is a nonprofit organization. Basically, what they're here to do is provide short-term and immediate financial need and assistance to officers that are critically injured or disabled in the line of duty. Basically, the assisting officer symbolizes the appreciation for every officer, dedicated service and commitment to the safety of the citizens. And let me tell you firsthand, I had to experience this. I don't like to get on my soapbox, but last year, January 28, 2019, I was shot in the line of duty. So was Clemente Reyna. He took shrapnel to the face. I took one to the arm and came out the back. There was 5 of us shot in the line. We were injured, making entry. And I'm going to tell you what, the next day at the hospital, the Assistant Officer Foundation was there, providing support to me, to my family, anything that we needed, anything that we asked for, they were there for us. They put on a fundraiser. We never asked them to do any of that. It's just something that they did because, they wanted to make sure that we knew that they appreciated everything that we did to take care of the community and, the people that we serve. And I'll forever be grateful for them. And they've been 100%, supportive of the Houston Heat. And, I'm just doing anything I can to give back to that organization.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, Rick Torelli saying, God bless you, brother. You're a true hero. Rick Torelli's a legend in the sport and amongst our circuit. So, yeah, everybody appreciates that, brother. I'll tell you what. So with the assisting officer, I know that you do a lot of work with them. What other type of services do they provide? Is there anything else that they kind of maybe get into besides?
Yeah, they do all kinds of stuff. I mean, if officers have some kind of foundation or something that they want to get into, if an officer feels the need that they need some kind of counseling, any kind of outreach program, the assisting officer is there. Anything that you need, if your family is in need or something like that, you can reach out to them. They have a group of members that take care of all that stuff. They're basically there to make sure that an officer gets anything that they might need or feel like they need, even if it's just, hey, can I talk to you? Can I vent? That's what they have board members there for, and that's what they do. And they're 100% supportive of everything we're doing down here in Houston. And I really feel like they make a difference. They get behind stuff, they stand behind you, and they make you feel, even in those, especially now lately in those tough times when you feel like you're on your own, it's just the officer is there to let you know, hey, look, we got your back, and like you said, even if it's just a group of peers, it really makes a difference,
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I know you're going to be there in Waxahachie. Deanna, bring up the pronunciation of Waxahachie, just so everybody knows. I like saying Waxahachie, but I heard some of the old timers over there would say, man, where you coming from with that, man? It's Waxahachie. So I'm saying Waxahachie till I get there, but Waxahachie. So, hey, man, I'll tell you what, Frank, I'm glad you joined us. I know Houston Heat, bunch of youngsters that are freaking hot, man. I'm telling you, you got to watch this team. They're coming up quickly, and they're staying together, led by, who are your coaches, man? I know Clemente.
I got Clemente Reyna and we got Brett Batts. They're out there, man. They got our back. And yeah, we're a bunch of youngsters, but you guys don't worry about that, man. You sleep on us. You guys have been there for a while. We'll just show up and see what happens.
And we'll just hit them where you're not.
Hey, that's all you can do, right?
That's all you got to do. Damn, that sounds so easy. Shit, we should win. That's it, boys. All right, SA Law. Just other side. Hit them where they ain't. No, man, but I'm excited to see you guys playing. And again, we're splitting the proceeds to the entry fees, of course, after expenses, but between Shields for Kids and the assisting officer. So great organization. Frank, thank you for joining us, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for having me. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, man. And glad you're still with us, boys. All right. So very cool, man. Dan McIntyre says, Frank and Clemente, your first drink is on the Midwest Heat. Let me tell you, when Dan says the first drink's on the Midwest Heat, he means the first, second, and third. Trust me. That man knows how to get down. So, yeah, and we're all staying in the same hotel, so that could get ugly. Dan, thank you again, man, for the work that you did on those shirts, brother. All right, so we did that. Now we're going to highlight Shields for Kids. So Shields for Kids is an organization that myself and my essay law team, my boys are representing. Let me see if I can lower this down. Show them my essay law right here. So that's my Shields for Kids organization, my essay law team. So we founded this organization, and I've got a little video just to give you a little insight on what it is that we do. You can check this out. We go out and we provide for kids in the community that are in need. And we do this by stressing, doing it in our off-duty time. We're on our own dime and on our own time to be able to show these kids and these families, you know, what it is that they mean to us. And we have a lot of great programs that we do, but I think we have another video that we're going to show just to give you a good insight. Just check. On behalf of the officers and volunteers of Shields for Kids, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time today to hear about Shields for Kids. I can stand here and tell you all about us, but I think this video will do a better job. Val was our initial coach of essay law, and he was shot multiple times, but one of the bullets hit his badge, and that's the one that they said saved his life.
It's extremely important that we interact with, you know, different parts of the community to let them know that, hey, we are here for you and we're doing this on our own time. Nobody's making us be here. That we're doing this because we want to do this, because it's the right thing to do.
We're here to serve the public and serve the children. Shields for Kids we're 10-11, which means we're backup for them. And kids sometimes don't have their own voice, so we're here just to help them.
It's just been a phenomenal organization to be involved with. They're giving back to their community on their personal time, with their personal funds. Just to come love on their community is just an amazing thing to see.
It's being able to look back when our time comes and go, man, that was neat what I did for this child. Our commitment doesn't end when our shift is over. And I think that really summarizes what it is that we're doing. We're here after our shift is over to show in a different way how much we care about the community and the children within that community. So as you can see, we have a wonderful organization, and I believe wholeheartedly in what it is that we are providing for the children and the parents in the community in which these officers of Shields for Kids serve. Oh, back on. Yeah, so that's our organization. That's what we do. And that's what you'll be supporting when you participate in things like the Home Run Derby, which we have a pretty cool prize package for the Home Run Derby, thanks to Garrett Metal Detectors. And we also we got some fun things, Joe. It's like I told everybody, I like to put on a show. I don't like just to have the one thing that everybody's coming for, softball. And I know that that's what's most important, but I'll give you a little idea of something that you need to bring some extra money for. Check this video out. It's going to be this little golf video that I made up. All right, so we'll try this again, because last time I was standing up and it didn't work so well. That was really as bad as I hit it on the first shot. What am I talking about? I'm talking about an opportunity to help out our organization, Shields for Kids, and to be able to have fun while doing it. So whenever I put on an event, anything that I do to include our International Keepers of the Peace First Responders Conference, I'm always going to have it. You're always going to get more than what you expect, man. There's going to be a show. We're going to do something that's going to make it different, something that's going to make it interesting. So in this particular tournament at our Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championships, we're going to have this event here. So we've got a green, very nice plush green, and a little Biotex ball for you. I'm going to put that there. And I don't know yet exactly how much, don't know how many shots you're going to get or anything, but in the end, you're going to aim for that circle down there, and you're going to be able to accumulate points. And if we have a little tie at the end, well then, come on back and it's a shoot-off. So let's see. I mean, all I can tell you is I know I made it the last time. I may not make it this time, but the bounces don't count. Hey, look, either way, you're going to have a great time doing it. You're going to be able to support a great cause. We're going to have a lot of fun out there, and I know there's a lot of golfers in our circuit, so I'm hoping that you guys will find it in your hearts can make it happen. Thank you for your support. See you next week. Yeah, I think that's going to be fun, man. I think we're going to have some people out there having some fun with that one. What do you think, Joe?
I think you're right. You're not going to see me hitting. If it was a driver, maybe. I got a low hard drive. I might be able to get it in one of those holes. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, I'm going to leave that one alone. What I will say is you're going to have fun at this tournament. We're going to have some music out there. We're going to have some cool things. So that's just a little something to help us raise some money for Shields for Kids. Along with, we'll have a gun, maybe 2, and we'll have some other really cool prizes. So again, make sure that you bring your extra money, because there will be plenty of opportunities to help support while having fun. All right. So Dan Potter says, I want to see Joe do it. I think we're going to get him to do it. It's going to be pretty good.
Sure I will.
All right. So, all right, let's get into, let's see here. I know that we've got the Swami. I know he's waiting. He's ready to go. I feel his energy. And I think, let's see here. We got anything else, Deanna, that we need to concentrate on real quick? All right. So we're going to get into what do you want to do, Joe? Do you want to do the pull play slides? How are we going to do this with the Swami that's coming up? We're going to let the Swami talk first and then go into the pull play. How are we going to do this?
Well, what we could do is every time we bring up a slide to announce the pool, the pool bracket, or the whatever you want to call it, the pool brackets. There's going to be 8 of them total, and as we pull up each one, we can have him on, and we can talk about who's going to be playing who to start, and then he can go into his prediction on that particular pool. If you want to do
All
it.
right. Yeah, and I'm curious about. So we got divisions. Deanna's writing to me about divisions.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that at the end after the pool.
All right. So let's introduce. Should we introduce the Swami first?
Let's do it.
I'll tell you what. Now, everybody's heard of the Swami. If you've been a part of the circuit, everybody's heard of this mysterious man that's been around for ages and ages. But has anybody ever actually heard from him other than keyboard? I don't think so. Joe, do you know?
Not that I've ever heard of, no.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm freaking excited because he's here for the first time ever. We want to welcome Jeff the Swami Blair.
Hello, Swami. How you doing today?
Greetings. I've got the crystal ball dialed in for tonight.
Where are all your wives, Swami? Where are all your wives at?
They're all resting. I was taking care of them earlier.
All right.
Let's do it.
We're very happy to have the Swami with us tonight. We're having a great time with you, brother. And we told everybody it was going to be a long show, and that's cool. Everybody was good with it. Everybody's happy. We had the most viewers ever. So the Swami gets to appear for the first time with the most viewers ever. We're super excited. All right. Well, I think we should get the show on the road. Joe, I'm going to let you take the lead, brother.
Well, I guess we'll start with Pool A. Well, first, before we get into that, I'm going to just explain real quick how we got to this. So basically, we're going to have 8 pools. 7 of them have 4 teams. 1 has 3 teams. Everyone's going to get 2 pool play games. And the way I did it was, I took pretty much snaked it. We looked at the rankings that on the PS.com message board, as well as major, mid-major, gold and silver teams from last year's World Series. So if you were mid-major, major last year in the World Series, plus you were ranked in the top, I think it was like 34 or 33 or something like that, we put you in the upper. And then if you were gold, silver, we put you in the lower, with an exception of a couple teams with Maryland, and the other one was Angel Armor. Both of those 2 who won gold last year and finished, I believe, second in gold or third, those 2 were moved up to the upper bracket. So that being said, I'm just giving you a rundown. We snaked them basically. Once we got them in order, we snaked them down and to make the brackets as even as possible. And we'll go ahead and start with Pool A.
Can I say something real quick? And yep. I'm gonna bring the Swami back on real quick. And every time the Swami comes back on, he gets the Swami. I want you to know that I wanted you to see personally what the winning teams are going to be getting when it comes to the championship. So we got a lot of plaques, a lot of really creative plaques, things of that sort that aren't around. But again, in under 30 days, this is what we came up with. I think it's cool as hell. What up, Dwayne Killian? Love you too, man. Check this out. Swami, I think you're going to really like this. This is our Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championship Major Division Champs. And man, I'll tell you what, I think that's a sweet looking trophy there, sweet looking plaque, man. So I'm real excited about that.
I want to give a shout out, Trini, to Mike Fike with MJ Engraving, who on short notice banged out a bunch of awards for us, and they turned out awesome. They all look great, and did a great job in such a short period of time. So I just want to give him a quick shout out.
So we have a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, but we do have some really neat other plaques or other awards that we're going to be giving out. You know, you've got all tourney teams and all that. But with that being said, Swami, we're moving on to the first bracket. Joe, you ready to go?
Let's roll.
All right, let's do it. First bracket coming up. Joe, you're going to announce it, then we'll let the Swami comment on it.
You got it. So Pool A is going to be DEA Combo, Lone Star, Team Galvez, Houston Hustle. And the way it's going to work is that DEA is going to be playing Houston Hustle in the first game, and then Lone Star is going to be playing Team Galvez. The winners of those two games are going to play each other for their second pool play game. The losers are going to play each other for their second pool play game. So, Swami, any predictions for Pool A?
Swami looks deep into the ball. Now, the ball has been a little rusty this year because it's been an off year. But Swami sees a flashback to 2019 in Las Vegas. Just last year, that Lone Star team defeated the DEA in the round robin. So they've played before. And you can expect the same thing based on the Swami ball predictions. The underdog Lone Star team will upset the former heavyweight world champions DEA Combo. Lone Star believes they have DEA's number, so they're going to be playing with confidence. Plus, it appears they have bulked up with some new talent. The eventual winner of this bracket, going undefeated, will be Lone Star. Let's have a look at their team. Hey, wait a minute. That's the Louisiana team. What's going on here? Don't tell me Lone Star has bulked up with Louisiana players.
Damn, Swami is good. That crystal ball does work. Jesus. Very nice. Very nice. So that is the first bracket, correct, Joe?
Yeah, that's the first pool bracket. I guess Jimmy Gomez isn't on here to comment, or Danny, or any of those guys. I'd like to hear their comments if they had any to the Swami's predictions. So
Jason
there's a DEA player that wants to comment. That's nice.
Something tells me he's going to be mentioned later. That particular player.
Hey, Swami, just so you know, I mean, I know that, I don't know if you live in a bottle or where exactly you live, but somebody's asking, is the Swami flexing?
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
And I got my New York PD shirt on. Not that I'm biased for the New York team, but that's pretty damn good.
Very nice. All right, let's go to pool number 2, or what do we got? Pool D. Go ahead.
Pool B is going to be Great Lakes, Miami Metro, Angel Armor, and Detroit PSC. This again is going to be Great Lakes versus Detroit in the first game, Miami Metro versus Angel Armor in the other game, and then the winners are going to play each other for their second pool play game. The losers will play each other for their second pool play game. So everyone's going to get 2 pool play games on Wednesday.
Swami, you know what? I know you have all kinds of abilities, but this guy right here may need some attention from you, Swami. He says that the Swami should have retired with JB.
So the Swami,
what do you got for us, Swami?
The game 1 is going to be heated. This Great Lakes against Detroit, and the problem is that Great Lakes, they see Detroit as their farm club. It's like their junior varsity team. And I tell you, this new Detroit team, they're not going to like that because they have an ace up their sleeve. Let's just say you wouldn't want to get pancaked by this guy. So seeing Detroit against Great Lakes, it's going to be a little closer than we think, but Great Lakes, they'll pull it off. It'll be a little closer than you thought, though. That said, no major issues. Great Lakes wins the bracket. Miami getting the number 2 seed after spoiling the defending World Series gold champs Angel Armor promotion to the upper division. So Angel Armor was supposed to go from gold to mid-majors. They're jumping 2 levels, right? So it's going to be a rude awakening for Angel Armor. I'm sorry, guys. But in this bracket, Great Lakes takes it.
It's coming in from so, hey.
Shots fired.
Hey, Terry Dugan saying Jeff's getting pulled over by Kevin and Rob. Yeah. Got softball by Fat on. And Swami, the legend, Dan Potter says, I think the Swami prediction is incorrect. I'm taking DEA. But he's a Swami for a reason. The Swami has a lot of experience.
Heck,
Swami has a lot of experience.
Taking a favorite.
And then you got Jonathan Reyes saying, is the Swami slamming Bush Light?
So I found this is the holy grail of a beer. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon Extra, 6.5% alcohol. And it's like $8 for a 12-pack.
Isn't that that's like Natty Ice, isn't it? Isn't that
so promotion above Natty Ice is 5.9%. That's my normal. I got some of that over there too, but I found this Pabst. So
I got it.
Very nice, very nice.
More accurate.
Yes. All right. So now what are we moving on to there?
We'll see.
All right, Pool C. We'll be back with you in a second.
The NYPD Hounds, Stanislaus State 48 combo, Houston Heat in South Florida. New York Hounds versus South Florida, Stanislaus State 48 versus Houston Heat. And then obviously the winners and losers of those 2 games will play each other for their second game. Reggie Barker likes this Swami.
All right, the crystal ball says nothing to see here. Hounds run the table. This hybrid Stanislaus State 48 conglomeration, this is going to be a problem. It's going to take a while for them to get firing on all cylinders, and they're going to go 0-2, surprisingly, losing to the Houston Heat. And those are the defending mid-major champions.
Swami, this may be the last time Swami ever shows his face after these predictions. He's going to have a lot of haters out there. I'll say that.
I think Houston Heat's going to like me.
Swami tells it like it is. Unless he says something about SA law, he might get cut off this damn program. I don't know. I'll accept whatever the Swami says. I'll tell you that right now. So let's see what we got here. Swami's predictions are as cloudy as his webcam.
Is my camera bad?
No, it's good. Yeah, it is.
Always right. Don't care what you guys say. 16 years of doing this, I'm always pretty close.
Hell yeah. Dude, trust me, nobody's firing with you. Let's see what we got. Chat line is on fire. No joke, man.
I can't see it. I got this private chat over here. I don't know how to move it.
Oh, no. Go up to comments on the top part.
Yeah, it tells me to log in. When I log in, it kicks me out of here.
Well, I'll fill you in. Don't worry. You're going to get it. So, all right. So we got that one. What are we looking at next, Joe?
Let's go to Pool D.
All right. Pool D.
Got Maximum Elite, Maryland Outlaws, Degenerates, and MO50. Maximum Elite versus MO50, Maryland versus Degenerates. And then winners and losers versus each other for their second game.
Are we ready for the Swami to appear? It's not going to get old. I love it.
No drama once again. No drama. So once again, Swami sees no surprises. Max Elite is fresh. So these are old dudes, right? So you don't want to see them early in the tournament. They'll probably score 40 runs a game here in the round robin, right? So the best thing they did last year is they pulled out of the Masters tournament, which gave them the best World Series finish ever. But these guys, I mean, the average age is like 48 years old on these guys, but they're going to smash everybody in this round robin. The surprise team to look out for is that MO50. They're much improved, but they're going against the most consistent team in the East for the past decade. They can't overcome that. Degenerates over Maryland in a close one. We like Maryland. We don't like their uniforms, but the team is good. But watch out for that MO50. You might see a little Ohio Llama influence, if you know what I mean.
I like that.
For the record, Swami, I think Maryland got rid of those uniforms from a few years ago.
Ah,
They had some new unis in Baltimore, and they came out firing on all cylinders up there.
The Swami sometimes we talked about all his wives. He doesn't have all the time in the world for everything, so he might miss a few things with all those wives involved. Scott Block says hard to go back to back when you don't play for 7 months. Swami,
they're already making excuses. They're believing the Swami already. You still got to play the game, Scotty. You're a big boy. Come on now.
Scott is a big boy.
It doesn't mean you can't undo it.
All right, Scott, here we go. Shots fired. Let's do it. What are we going on to? The next one?
Yep, we'll go to pool.
Oh, wait a minute. Combo teams coming together for a big tournament will be tough at first, but they might get it figured out in bracket play. All right, so let's go on to the next bracket. What do we got?
We'll go with E, Pool E. That's going to be SenCal, Missouri, Utah, Metro, and Necessary Force. SenCal versus Necessary Force, Missouri versus Utah. Can't wait to hear this one.
I'm sorry, Joe. The Swami ball doesn't even give you guys a mention. Jerry Wilder, the catcher, hits the farthest home run of the tournament. That's all on film. But other than that, it's all SenCal. Every win by a run rule. They smash everybody. Come out number one in pool pick.
SenCal's a tough team, man. I like those guys a lot, man. I enjoy. There are teams that in this circuit that it's like, if I see them on the field, they make you take a double take, and then they go, man, you know what? I'll sit here and watch this one. Outside, like if we're at BLD, I'm like, I want to go outside and be in the heat of the moment on this one, man. There's some good teams that got that kind of fire in them, and that's one of them. So I like that.
So they're gonna smash everybody in this bracket. They're on a mission. They finished second in the World Series. They're the most balanced team in this tournament. The Swami ball hasn't predicted the winner yet, but in this bracket, they're going to smash everybody. Sorry, Joe. Jerry's going to hit a bomb, though. You're going to love it.
Oh, Jerry's going to get his. So we got Jay Garcia. What up, Jay? My boy says, is that the real Swami or Dan on Wednesday morning? Yeah, because Tuesday, he's going to have some fun. Let's see here. Andy, definitely have San Diego's number. All right, so... Oh, Wayne Spencer says, guess I was wrong, huh?
Wayne, you were wrong. Sorry. That doesn't mean we're not going to meet each other come double elimination bracket.
I love the Swami. All right. Are we going to the next one?
Pool F. Pool F, we're going to have Minnesota, North Florida, Midwest Heat, Oakland PD. With Minnesota Lawmen playing Oakland PD and North Florida versus Midwest Heat. And obviously winners and losers play for their second game.
Brian Carrion says, Jerry hits further than anyone in the circuit. When that dude gets a hold of them, they're freaking missiles.
He hits a hard ball. That's for sure.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's see what the Swami has to say.
All right. Swami says that for whatever reason, Minnesota always tends to get a very tough round robin draw. Always in Vegas. Once again, it's happening here. Tough round robin draw, no exception. They will have no problem dispatching Oakland. It's more of a single agency team. They're scrappy, but they can't hang with Minnesota. But North Florida, look out for these guys. They're going to put together a late inning rally and hand Minnesota a round robin loss. That the Cinderella story of this tournament could be North Florida. Midwest Heat splits pool play going 1-1, but they do win the title for best dressed because Dan McIntyre in his Dynamac line have always got those guys looking sharp. So they got that going for them.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the pink and lime green uniforms. Dan does a great tournament shirt, but those uniforms, I don't know who came up with that idea.
All I know is I know that this message board is freaking on fire. I wish you could see it, Jeff. I'm trying to bring you up as quickly as possible.
Over here. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Alstrom getting a shout out for the best hair on the circuit. He's always in the running for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Donnie. All right. Where are we going next?
Let's second to last pool. It's Pool G.
Pool G.
We got Mid-Atlantic Lawmen, San Antonio Law, Metro Detroit's Finest, and Minnesota Norsemen. Mid-Atlantic versus Minnesota, and San Antonio versus Detroit.
All Well, let's bring it back.
Let's hear what he's got to say about you guys.
The Swami ball shows Mid-Atlantic lighting up the scoreboard.
They're tough.
And securing the number 2 overall playoff seed behind SinCal.
They're tough.
San Antonio appears to be exhausted. They're napping between games because they're too busy splitting their energy between hosting the tournament and trying to play the game and having Trini having them run errands for them, filling up water bottles and whatnot. It takes a toll on the San Antonio team. And why does the Swami see former Norseman players dressed in Minnesota Lawman colors? Is there something going on between these two teams? We'll have to see how this plays out, but something tells me that Minnesota's looking at those Norsemen as a junior varsity, and they're going to be doing some talent scouting. Watch out.
Jeff, I got biceps also. Not like that though. My bad. All I will say is we got a little stamina. The guys have been working out. Just you didn't know this, Swami. Again, back to the wives. I understand it. The guys have been working out, been doing a lot of cardio. So I think we got our stamina up. I think we're gonna have a good showing. But hey, I'll tell you what, it's hard to argue. These guys that you're talking about, man, they've really been showing up this year. But I got my money on my boys. We're going to make it happen.
The Swami says that you're such a good host that it would be very rude for you to win your own tournament. So you would gladly let somebody else.
Ooh, I'm taking a turn in my life. I'm about to get ruthless. I'm about to win some shit that I put on. So I'm doing now. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting. All right. So, Wayne says this needs to be done every year. I agree, Wayne. This is fun, man. This is the purpose of the podcast, man. And being able to bring us together like this is best. And again, the Swami came out of his bottle, and he's entertaining us, man. It's awesome. What do we got?
Yeah, I got a reservoir tip condom on my head. This thing's driving me nuts.
Oh, Brian Karen says your ball is very clear, Swami. He must know something about about people looking at other teams, I'm guessing.
16 years in the game, man. I know this stuff.
So
last one, Trini?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Last one is Pool H. It's a little different because there's only 3 teams. You got SoCal Combo, Thin Blue Line, and Team Texas. And the way this one works is everyone's going to play everyone once. So everyone's got 2 games. So you're going to have Thin Blue Line versus Team Texas, SoCal versus Team Texas, and Thin Blue Line versus SoCal. So they each get their 2 games in.
Well, before we bring the Swami on real quickly, I just want to say that John Irvin is very, very brave because he says that Jeff looks like a Jiffy Pop. So I wanted to say that before the Swami cast a spell on him.
He's not lying, man.
Casting a spell on Irvin. Short guys can't make fun of other short guys. Okay, so we're talking bracket H?
Bracket H.
This is weird. I'm not seeing a softball player. I'm seeing a vision of the Godfather. Can we pull that up? What is this about? Wait, no, it's Dave Braun. Wait, I see it. It's not Al Pacino. Godfather is David Braun. As we all know, the man pulling the strings and calling the shots in the entire West Coast is LAPD's Dave Braun. No chance he brings an average team to this show. They're going to run the bracket as expected. Braun's going to be puppeting everybody, working on deals for next year, making it look like somebody else made the decision, but really we know who's calling the shots, Braun. Thin Blue Line finishes a strong second, and for some reason, the crystal ball doesn't recognize many of the Team Texas players. Might be some new talent on that team trying out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Team Texas, they're a different team, showing up to this one, but the guys that they got still very, very capable, and those guys got a lot of experience, a lot of talent, and they're cool under fire. So I'm expecting them to do better than I think most people probably think that they will do. So I'm excited. I'm excited about our Texas boys, man. We're showing up, and it's going to be interesting.
Swami, I'm surprised you're giving a combo team over Thin Blue Line, who's been hot all year. I'm surprised you're giving them the pool play that they're going to come out firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
It's the Godfather. Braun's he's gonna be flying guys in from all the guys from Australia, some professional softball player that just got hired, and he's like, working some he's got 1 day on the job and he's working some push assignment with the weekends off. I guarantee it's going to be something crazy.
It's
They're
funny
gonna be good.
because the other day I was texting him, asking him some things about SoCal Combo, and he's like, "Man, I'm just a player, man. I don't got any answers for you."
Listen, I was checking the crystal ball on this, and this team is more. It's got more questions than the Democrats with this mail-in voting. No one knows who's on the team. We're not sure where it's going with anything. It's Pelosi saying that, whatever, but I have no idea who's on the team. All I can tell you, it's going to be really good.
Oof, man. So I don't know. Do we have? Is that the last one?
That's the last pool. So I guess the Swami's got to give his prediction. Well, maybe let me talk about the upper and lower, how it's going to break down, and then we'll get a prediction from you, Swami, here in a second.
All righty.
So after pool play, like I said earlier, what we did was we took all the major, mid-major teams, put them in uppers, and then we added a couple the top gold teams. So it ended up that we're going to have 18 upper teams and 13 lower teams, and it worked out pretty well, I think, as far as those numbers go. I think the lower is, it's anyone's tournament as far as I'm concerned. And I think any of those guys that are in upper, if they are in the lower bracket, I think that they have, more than likely chance of winning the whole thing. Where right now, all the lower teams, I think it's up in the air. Anyway, so it broke down to 18 and 13. It's going to be a 3-game guarantee bracket. So that's going to guarantee everybody 5 games. And we kind of had to go that route with we couldn't do a third pool play game. It was going to screw everything up with the odd number of teams. So instead of doing a third pool play game, we did the 3-game guarantee bracket for both the upper and the lower. So everyone's going to get 5 games over 3 days. Everyone's going to play at least. So you're going to have the 2 pool play games Wednesday. You're going to play some games Thursday, and then everyone's going to get at least 1 game on Friday as well. And just so everyone knows, on the first day, I just want to mention this while we got a bunch of people on here. First day, it's going to be basically 2 sessions, a morning session and an afternoon session. And there's going to be a time between 1 and 2 o'clock where that kind of separates the morning and afternoon session, where we're going to have an opening ceremony. So if you guys on the morning session can hang out for this opening ceremony, we'd appreciate it. And then anyone who has afternoon games, maybe if you'd show up at 1 o'clock for the opening ceremony, that'd be awesome. The more people we have there, it would be the better turnout, obviously.
Absolutely. And Joe, can I add something real quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Make your note of where you're at, because I'm sorry, if I'll forget it if I don't say it now. One of those things that I care about deeply is our country and our community. I mean, a lot of us have served in the military, and then as a police officer or just police officer in general, you have, the probation officers, border patrol, the guys that work the jails, corrections. I think it's very important for us to show up during those opening ceremonies. And I think it's very important to recognize that, everybody that's putting this tournament on, when we have those opening ceremonies, it's because we want to deliver a message. We want to be able to deliver a message, and also to be able to do something very special that we do in our golf tournament. And that's going to be take a photo with everybody that's playing in the tournament, man. If we can get everybody together on that field, get a wide angle shot. I know Clemente talked about bringing out some good equipment to be able to get us a good shot in and from an elevated position. And, hey, if you're UC or anything like that, man, throw the glasses on. Nobody's going to know. But I think it'd be a really neat thing during those opening ceremonies to grab everybody, quickly get on the field, get ourselves, organized, and get that picture out of the way. Because, you never take it for granted. We've done that in the golf tournament before, and then some people, didn't come back next year, and it was really neat to be able to share that time with them. So I think it's going to be really cool. Look at this. He's bringing my drone. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for that, man. That's going to be cool, Clemente. So anyway, I wanted to bring that on real quick. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everybody knew that there's a lot of work that goes into it, and those opening ceremonies are very important to us.
I just wanted to mention a couple other things before we get to Swami on here for his final predictions. But so the second day, we're going to be running a home run derby on the second day. There's going to be we're only going to be using 5 fields for the tournament on the second day. So the 6th field will be used for the home run derby. And just so everyone's aware, a a lot of people were asking me about what time is the championship games scheduled for on Friday. So just in the upper bracket, the championship game is going to be scheduled for 4:45. And in the lower bracket, the championship game scheduled for 3:30. And obviously, if there's an if game, there's going to be a game to follow that. But that's, as of right now, that's what we're scheduled for. And one more quick thing. I talked to the guy at the complex, James Villarreal, or Villarreal, however you say it. He said the concession stand is cash only. Make sure you're bringing cash, because the concession stand is where you're going to be buying the balls and the tournament balls. So if you're buying the tournament balls, you have to bring cash. Food, they're going to have chicken sandwiches, burgers, brats, nachos, all that kind of stuff there also. But everything's cash. They don't take credit card. They don't take debit card. They don't take checks. Bring cash with you for the concession stand and for the tournament balls.
Now, on that note, when it comes to raffles, for those of you with good credit, bring your credit cards, because we are going to be able to we're going to have swipes there. So you'll be able to swipe for, the little golf game, for the home run derby, for things like that. So, have your cash for food and things. There's no charge to get in. We are going to have some beverages of your liking. It's the best way I can put it right now. And, those things are going to be free for you guys, but they're sponsored. And on that note, for those of you that missed it earlier, this is our tournament cup. You can check it out. It's our Keepers of the Peace National Softball Championship with all the teams on it. And then you turn around and we're going to thank our sponsors. We got Biotech, Garrett Metal Detectors, Lockdown Sports, Trinidad, my new personal brand. Really hope you guys will follow me. Elite Sports, of course, Los, Dynamac with Dan, and 10 West Tactical Firearms, man. They're going to be giving us a gun so we can have a pretty cool raffle out there. Make sure you show up early, man, if you want one of those cups. It's very limited. We are trying to raise money for our organization. So please make sure you know that you can swipe at the events that we're going to be having there for fun. So, Joe, just wanted to make that note. Anything else, Joe?
I think that's it, man. If we want to get Swami on for his final.
Yes, I will. And when we bring the Swami on, here's what I'm going to say. This dude, him and Dell and everybody now that's working code, the wives, these guys, one of Swami's wives, they've helped to make this thing happen. And I will tell you that, yes, this is the Police Softball Podcast. Our goal is to bring other law enforcement agencies or officers into our organization, just to let them know that we're out here and that it's a great time to decompress. And I want to stress real quick before the Swami comes back on, because we all know that he's the highlight of this one. This tournament this conference that we're putting on in April, the Keepers of the Peace First Responders Conference, is nothing like you've ever seen before. And I will tell you this: I retired not too long ago, and this has been my mission. So it's me, and it's my funds, and it's my my family that's in this, along with Deanna and all the work that we put into this. So please support. At least go to my YouTube channel. You can go to, I think we have a little video clip maybe that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps me a lot. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You can go to Trinidad. You hit the filter. And you hit the channel. Go into that's my vacation photo. You can do that now. Yeah, so then you can hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, go up to the top bell, and you'll get notified of everything that comes out. I was at 231 at that point. I'm at 440 something. Man, please share this with you, your family, anyone that you can, and help me get to those 1,000 subscribers so that I can start really putting the word out about this conference. I only have until April. I did dedicate, about 45 days to this, along with Deanna's efforts. Of course, Joe too. But as far as our organization, we set that aside to be able to help put this thing on. So we'll talk more about that at the tournament, but I really would appreciate your support by heading out to my YouTube channel and subscribing. That would really help me a lot. So on that note, let's bring the Swami back for his final thoughts.
All right, first of all, one of the comments was G. Nolan said he's going to bring a drone or something, right? So he's from San Diego, Kyle. Right?
Oh, okay.
The Swami checked his ball every which way and didn't see his name on a roster. Could it be the puppet master, the Godfather, working some magic behind the scenes? And perhaps he's playing with that SoCal team that it's a very secret team. Could be a secret team. So I'm watching you, Kyle. All right. We're going to start with the lowers. All right. Now, we're just going to get right to it because I know it's getting long in the broadcast. 5th place. We're going for the 5th down. Tied for 5th, the veteran squad, Metro Detroit's finest. Tied for 5th. They just seem to always land like tied for 5th, man. I can tell you, like at the World Series, they've been tied for 5th probably 8 years now. So they play great, and they end up they're never outside the top 5, and they never quite win it. So they're tied for 5th. But the team they're tying is Utah Metro, surprise team. Now, here's the problem with Utah Metro. They used to be the big dogs of that Utah, Colorado kind of the. Guess what? They got passed. Angel Armor's passed them. Utah used to be the mid-major team. Now they're at gold. Angel Armor passed them. Utah, you guys better step up. Tied for 5th isn't bad, but Angel Armor's up above you guys now. Let me see 4th. In 4th place, Brian Karen, you're on here. You're Minnesota Norsemen. Imagine how good you would be if you weren't getting all your players sniped away from you. You guys would be in the majors. But unfortunately, Brian, you got to deal with what you got to deal with. 4th isn't bad. We love the Norsemen. You're going to be fine. 4th place per the Swami ball. 3rd place, out of New York, up-and-coming team, Necessary Force.
Wow.
Never heard of these guys.
All right.
They showed up in Vegas last year, surprised us all. They're going to be scrappy. The bottom line is New York produces softball machines. They're not there yet. They're going to be fine. They're going to surprise some people. The championship game.
Oof.
The NorCal Degenerates double dip MO50. That's right, a double dip. Let's look at a picture of these degenerates. There they are right there. That man is a beast. He's a very good player. This is a young, hungry team. They finally got over the bump with a big double dip over MO50 and half of those Ohio Llama they're bringing with them. Congratulations to the Degenerates. You don't have to play the game. The Swami said, you don't have to play it. Game's over. Just stay home. We'll celebrate, guys. And that is the lower division.
Very nice. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, there it is. Very nice, Swami.
Whenever you're ready.
What's
Whenever
that?
You're ready. Joe, you ready for uppers?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
This is some weird stuff going on here, fellas. Some weird juju. Weird juju. The Swami Ball doesn't see Mid-Atlantic in the top 5. The Swami Ball doesn't see the Shamrock / Maximum Elite in the top 5. That's 2 of the 3.
Oh my goodness.
Outside the top 5. Now you might think the Swami Ball's got some left coast bias, but guess who's also out of the top 5? The Godfather SoCal combo with the mystery team. They don't make the top 5 either. You know who makes the top 5? Let's go to the top 5. In the 5th place game, this is weird.
Let's give us a second.
Swami Ball shows a vision of Pedro Martinez from the Red Sox wrestling Don Zimmer from the Yankees. Can we see this? Wait a minute. I can see it better now. This is actually a game between the DEA and the Hounds, and that's actually DEA pitcher Jason Brennan wrestling around with New York Hounds leader Jimmy Walters.
Oh, shit.
So it's a game. The 5th place game is between the Hounds and the DEA. And obviously we know there's already some bad blood between these teams, so it seems fitting. They have a history. Brennan himself is not the most popular guy in the Big Apple. He's not a popular guy back there, but he's got a little something up his sleeve. Here's a glimpse of the future when Brennan faces Eric Thies. What you got for me?
That was
What
sick.
the hell?
That
Cease,
was
where are
sick.
you? The man is walking away, walking to center field. He drops a little bomb on you. You get rung up. The hounds get fired up. But unfortunately for Brennan, one pitch doesn't make a game. All it does is piss off the hounds. Literally, Jimmy releases the hounds, and it's an onslaught. The hounds eliminate the DEA. DEA finishes tied for 5th.
Nice.
In the other 5th place game, North Florida's Jimmy Black. I just said North Florida's Jimmy Black, right? He ties up Minnesota with his knuckleball. But the veteran Minnesota team somehow pulls a rabbit out of the hat, and they eliminate the Cinderella story of this tournament, North Florida. So DEA and North Florida both tied for 5th. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we go to the 4th place. All right, I got it now. In 4th place, the Hounds are so fired up after beating up on Brennan and the DEA. By the way, the DEA's got no outfield in that game. They're running ragtag out there because they're missing too many out. I can just see it right now. I got Tyson Becker's playing center field for him right now. That's what the Swami got you. But the problem is that the Hounds were so fired up that they shot their load, and Minnesota eliminates them, leaving the Hounds in 4th place.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
So right now we have 3 teams left, one of them being Minnesota. Let's jump to the undefeated game.
Joe. Monahan.
Undefeated game. In the undefeated game, the determined Great Lakes Lawmen sends SinCal into the losers bracket. Think about who's pitching for Great Lakes. The pitcher of police softball, the face, Jeff Biscuit Grouse. We already know that if there's one thing SinCal can't handle, it's a really good pitcher. They're going to struggle against Grouse. They struggle against Keith Habig. They struggled against Cole. They're getting put into loser bracket based on pitching. But they bounce right back, and they eliminate Minnesota. Minnesota, 3rd place. You heard it here.
Wow.
By the way, I got a question for you guys. Since when did Iowa become such a powerhouse? Because I'm looking at a lot of Minnesota players that happen to be from Iowa. What's this all about? Where's this I-80 cartel team? Are they getting absorbed into Minnesota? Is Minnesota taking some Norsemen, some I-80 and building a monster? I don't know. All right, let's look at now. We got the championship, right? So we have the Great Lakes Lawmen who are undefeated, and we got a determined SinCal team.
Give me just a second. Let's do this. Ooh, let's make this happen. Who's going to do it?
All right, hold on. Okay, here it is. Great Lakes rides the pitching of Biscuit Grouse, and they showcase the strongest defense they've ever had since the team was formed a decade ago. These guys are not known for their defense. They've had great pitching and great hitting. Who are these new guys on this team? And how did they learn to catch a ball? Because half those other guys never caught a ball before. They can't. Some of these guys, their defense has been terrible. All of a sudden, it's outstanding. You ever seen Wax play defense? Just get out of his way. Just look out, Wax. Just stay away. These guys are good. Wax can hit the shit out of the ball. Zintak hit the shit out of the ball. Biscuit's going to pitch. The new kids are going to play defense. As it stands right now, the Swami sees the Great Lakes Lawmen celebrating the Keepers of the Peace National Championship. And here they are right now, clowning around right now in this picture. There they are. There's your champion, Great Lakes Lawmen. And there's Wax in the middle, and there's that goofy Zintak. And who knows if Scott Chopek's going to come up or not? I don't know what he's up to. But he's retired and made more comebacks than George Foreman. And that's all I got for you guys. Let it be written.
Swami, hold on a second. To be fair to Max, he plays some of the best defense I've ever seen anyone play 20 beers deep. I'm telling you.
Who are you talking about, Wax?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's catching. Right? And even then it's a struggle. All right, so that's it. So let it be written, let it be done. The Swami has spoken.
Yes.
I'm out, boys.
Man, we really appreciate the Swami for being here, man. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, that was cool as hell. Thank you, Swami, again. Can't thank you enough. Super cool, man. Man, I'll tell you what, Joe, pretty interesting.
There's going to be a lot of talent in Texas, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be 2 competitive brackets, and to me, it's up in the air who's going to be coming out on top of both of them.
You know what I like about this is, I mean, you have an opportunity to combo up with some teams that maybe aren't going to be able to make it, and you might be able to pick up some people from your from your area. But I don't see there being like any super big like changes with a bunch. I mean, you can pick up a few guys or whatever, but it seems like, but Joe, I don't know him as well. The Swami maybe could have answered a little bit better, but it seems like there really wasn't like as many changes to the teams. It seems like most teams, when I saw some lineups, it's like, man, it's pretty much their team. And I think that that's pretty neat, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's just a couple of the combo teams. There's the 2 combo teams, and where it's about, half and half, or one of them I think's got about 3-4 teams, guys from 3 or 4 teams out in California. But the rest of them, like you said, only about 1 or 2 players are picked up. The MO50 got a couple guys from Ohio, and it's for the most part, it's going to be the rosters that we're used to. So it's going to be great competition. And like I said, it's anybody's tournament, both brackets. The way we got it split up, I think is going to work out great.
Hey, Deanna, will you send Terry our number again so that he can call in real quick? See if we can make that happen. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, for me, I'm really happy with the fact that we are not, it doesn't seem like we're sacrificing much, you know what I mean? As far as like the competition, the type of, teams that are going to show up. I mean, this is some great competition. And, we all know it's not the World Series. The World Series is the World Series. It's its own thing. But man, I'm really happy that what we put in all our time and effort into, including Deanna, that everybody saw the need for it and that we were able to make it happen. We waited to the last minute. It couldn't happen in Vegas. And all these guys are going to Waxahachie. You know what I mean? And I think that's just, that's really cool, man. I'm really excited about that.
100%.
Yeah, man.
100% agreed.
Yeah, man. So any last words real quick? I do want Terry to call because I was going to ask him something real quick, but any last words, any last thoughts?
I think I just summed it up. I think it's going to be a great week of softball. The weather looks great. It's going to be great competition, and it's going to be good to see everybody out there again.
Yeah, man. People are asking also about, as far as like bringing in coolers and things like that. You can bring coolers in, just so you know. You can bring coolers in. It's it's not a. I will just say that the management there said be discreet. That's the best way I could put it. So
put your cooler in a ghillie suit and you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what I say. And as far as our players party, so we're still looking. We got something in mind for our players party that's going to be happening, again, sponsored by Garrett Metal Detectors. And but we're still looking for that place, but we are definitely going to put it out. And so pay attention to the thread. We probably will come on one more time with another podcast, right before we head down, maybe on Sunday, something like that, just for any kind of last types of information to give to you guys. But I mean, in the end, we're looking for that place. And hey, worst case scenario might even be at freaking the Fairfield Inn. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Either way, as long as we got some adult beverages and we all show up and are able to have a good time with each other, that's all that really counts. So I believe it'll work itself out. Yeah, we don't have Terry's number on here right now, so we'll catch up with them later. But let's see here. Reggie says, did I say I like the Swami? I love the Swami. Send that juju GL's way. Yeah, Chad Norman says it's going to be a great week. I can't wait. Scott says Night Spot Bar is open. So let's see here. Scott says I like Waxahachie. Thanks, guys, for all the work. Dan says 1,500 plus mile drive from SoCal. Man, I'll tell you, Dan, I told Dan this, and for the people that are remaining on, because we went from 71 to 68, but I really appreciate that you guys are still hanging with us. Dan Potter, again, I tell you all the time that you're one of us. I mean, we all feel the same way, man. So I'll tell you that we're really excited to be able to have you come down and to be able to head that way. And we're good with working them in, right, Joe? We already talked about that with the organizers.
William Bird, and I think we got him in the rotation for the fields for the umpires.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, don't forget that you're going to be able to support some great organizations. Don't forget to subscribe, please, again, to my YouTube channel. That's what's really going to help me. I know a lot of you are tuning in on Facebook, and maybe it's for the first time, and I get it's convenient. But man, set up that Facebook account, create a fake name, subscribe, help me out, man. It really will help me out with my retirement and being able to help out a bunch of first responders. So Joe, thank you so much for joining us again. We got our new Facebook page. Please don't forget about that. I don't know if we can throw that up there one more time, but go to my new Facebook page, be able to like that. There you go. Look for that one there, please. I'm going to make my personal one private here shortly. But if you can go to this page here, that's the one that I'm going to need everybody to go to. It really will help me out a lot. And we talk about being each other's keeper, want to be our brother's keeper. Help me out with this one, man. I really could use it. It really will help me a lot with everything that we're trying to do. So, hey, so on behalf of the Swami, Joe Monahan, and Trinidad, and Deanna Ramirez, I want to thank you guys so much for your support. Looking forward to a great tournament. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a great time, man. And so we need it. It's happening. We're making it happen. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Joe, thank you once again.
Yep.
This is Trinidad for Joe Monahan signing off. Just to let you know, do not forget that I got your 6.